Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to lesson 3 of our series Learn Arabic Language, Understand the Quran, Become a Better Muslim. So in this lesson, we are gonna talk about some more of the basic rules of Arabic language. Kitabun. So this is a word that we covered in the first lesson of our series, Kitabun, which means a book. So now we are gonna talk about how you can say Kitab of Ahmad or Kitab of Khalid or Kitab of Aisha or his Kitab or her Kitab. Okay, so if you want to say Kitab of Ahmad, it's very simple. You just say Kitabu Ahmad, Kitabu Ahmad. Okay, and the rule in Arabic grammar is whenever you have, for example, Kitab of Ahmad, whenever you want to show belonging, Kitab of Ahmad, then the second word always gets double kasra. So like as a default, it's supposed to be Ahmadun, Ahmadun, Muhammadun, right? But in this situation, when Kitab belongs to Ahmad, then instead of double dhamma, you are gonna use double kasra. So Kitabu Ahmadin. Kitabu Ahmadin uh, means book of Ahmad, a book of Ahmad. Kitabu Ahmadin. Okay. Similarly, you could say Kitabu Muhammadin. Kitabu Muhammadin. Kitab of Muhammad. So on and so forth. Okay. So now let's talk about if you don't know who the person is who owns the book, the kitab, who the owner is. You just want to say his book or her book. Okay, so in that case, you would just add a suffix next to the word. For example, kitabuhu. You would say kitabuhu. Kitabuhu means his book. His book, kitabuhu. Okay, and if you want to say her book, then you would say kitabuha. Kitabuha, her book. Okay. Now, how about my book and your book? Again, it's very simple, very easy. So my book would be kitabi. Kitabi. So this ya indicates that the book belongs to me. Kitabi, my book. So whenever you add ya at the end of any word, at the end of any object, it indicates you are basically saying that that object belongs to me, belongs to me. Okay, now what about your book. Okay, because we did my book, we did his book, we did her book. Now what's left is your book. Again, it's very simple. So if it's a male you are talking to, then you would say kitabuka. Kitabuka, your book. But this only applies if you are talking to a male. However, if you are talking to a female, then instead of saying kitabuka, you would say kitabuki. Okay, so kitabuki for a female. So if you are talking to a female and you want to say this is your book, you would say hada kitabuki. Okay, so if, if you want to say this is your book, you would say, if you are talking to a girl or a woman, you would say has hada kitabuki. Hada kitabuki. This is your book, to a female. And if you are talking to a male, you would say hada kitabuka. Hada kitabuka. Now, if you want to ask a question, is this your book? Is this your book? How would you do that? We covered the questioning form in our yesterday's lesson. So if you want to turn a sentence into a question, you just add the word hal before it. So this is your book would be hada kitabuka. This is your book, hada kitabuka. But if you want to turn it into a question, is this your book? You would say hal hada kitabuka. You just add the word hal. That's it. Hal hada hal hada kitabuka. Is this your book? Okay. Okay, let's do a couple more examples. So, for example, if you want to say, is this the book of Ahmad? Is this the book of Muhammad? How would you say that? So, let's look at the non-questioning form first. You would say, if you want to say, this is the book of Muhammad, you would say, هذا كتاب محمد. هذا كتاب محمد. This is the book of Muhammad. هذا كتاب محمد. This is the book of Muhammad. Now, if you want to turn it into a question, all you do is you add the word hal in the beginning. So, هل هذا كتاب محمد? هل هذا كتاب محمد? Is this the book of Muhammad? And then you add a question mark. هل هذا كتاب محمد? Is this the book of Muhammad? So I hope it's very clear and very easy to understand. Okay, so let's do a couple more examples just to drive the point home. Okay, so instead of using kitab, let's use something else. Let's use, for example, Sayara. Sayara, as we studied in the past, Sayara means a car. Sayara means a car. Okay, so if you want to say my car, if you want to say my car, you would say Sayarati, Sayarati. So this atta al-marbuta turns into a regular ta whenever you want to attach a word next to it, right? So Sayarati means my car. Sayarati means my car. Because remember, whenever you add ya at the end of anything, that's like saying that that object belongs to me. Okay, so Sayarati, my car. Okay, now how would you say this is my car? This is my car. Very easy. This is my car. هذه, because remember, car is female because there's a tal marbuta at the end, right? So we don't use هذا, we use هذه because it's a female object. So هذه سيارتي. هذه سيارتي. This is my car. هذه سيارتي. This is my car. هذه سيارتي. Okay. And how would you say, for example, is this your car? Or actually, let's do the non-question form first. If you just want to say, this is his car. This is his car. You would say, هذه سيارته. هذه سيارته. هذه سيارته. Okay, because Sayaratu is the original thing, and then you add who to say who to indicate his. Okay, who to indicate his. So هذه سيارته, this is his car. Now, if you want to turn it into a question, is this his car? Very simple, you just add hal over here. هل هذه سيارته? Is this his car? Is this his car? Okay, so so this would be the end of our lesson 3. Inshallah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.